Hi there, thanks for checking out our repair channel. This is a just kind of an overview testing video of this unit. This is a Gallagher Solar S17. They made this for quite a while, for a number of years here in the States, and a lot of them are out there. Pretty good unit. There's guys I know that bought one or two for little small areas and for rotational grazing and for isolated areas. And all of a sudden, as time went on, they bought 3, 4, or 5 more. So there's some guys out there got 4, 5, 10 of these things floating around over the course of time. They started making this model under a different model name. It was a green colored case originally back in like 97, 98 here in the States. It's called the S15. Basically the same thing, just a green upper case and then a black lower base to it. Then about 99 or so, 98, 99, they changed over to the S17 with the black case on top and everything. The other thing that changed back then, the old S15's original ones, they didn't have a this plastic shield over the front, and they also didn't have a toggle switch. They had this a push button switch turning on and off. And what they had, instead of the clear shield that was molded to the case to block the water from getting inside, they had a rubber gasket that went around the solar panel, and that screwed, when you screwed the panel down, it smashed up against this case right here. And then about 98, when they started to slowly change into the S17, the last versions of the S15 were like this. They had a toggle switch for off and on, and then they had this clear plastic shield over the front of this panel. So this is one we repaired for the customer. We repaired the circuit board on the inside versus replacing it, because it's a lot cheaper to repair a board than it is to replace one. So let me power this thing on here. One thing that this thing does do that some people either didn't know or forgot or don't know at all is that these have a night save feature to them, which means that they will pull slower at night or when it's really super cloudy out than it does during the day. So I'm going to get my meter here. I'm going to hook up to it. If I can pull the knobs back just a little bit so I can clamp onto the things. I'll turn the light on. I'm going to flip the switch on. I got it hooked up to a power supply because they didn't send the battery with it. It has a little red light that flashes there. And it's putting out about 9,000 volts out of it. You see how it's pulsed like every, second or so, second and a half or so. Now when it gets cloudy or nighttime, there's a little sensor that's up inside here next to this light, and it picks up the amount of light that's coming into it from outside. And so when it detects that it gets cloudy outside, it slows the pulse down to kind of conserve battery. So I have my hand covering the light to block out the amount of light coming through to it. And you can see it's slow, it's a slow to pulse. So when the sun comes back out, it should go back to pulsing fast again. So we'll remove my hand. You can see it's pulsing quick again. Blocking it out, and you see it's slow to pulse. It drops down to about that 5 range before it clicks again. Now we'll do this. See, it drops down to about 7 before it clicks again. So that feature can be turned off or disabled. Not really turned off, but disabled. There's some manipulation of the board you have to do to get rid of that feature. But it's to conserve battery and stuff like that. I never have physically had a problem with anything when you disable the power. or disable the night save feature. It still pulses fast day and night, and it is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't really hurt the capacity of the battery. I've done it, I don't know, probably close to a dozen times the last 3 or 4 years for people, and I haven't had anybody come back and say, hey, my battery's not holding up. So I don't think there's really a downside to disabling that if you indeed want that done. And if for some reason you want that night save feature disabled, you can remove the circuit board from the unit, send me the board, and I'll just charge you like $10 to do it, and then some shipping to get it back. So if your board works fine, you know, clicks, pulses, puts out good power at the fence and terminals and everything, but you want that night save feature disabled, just send it here. I'll charge you $10, probably another $6 or $7 to ship the thing back to you, maybe $8 on what it's going to cost to ship a board back, and then call it done. So it is something that can be done. It's not hard to do. It just takes a little finesse and time to do it, and then it's good to go. Check out our website. I'll put a little link down there you can click on down in the description area. It's fencerfixer.com is our site. Fencer and Fixer, spelled the F as in Frank. And you can check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/fencerfixer, all one word. There should be maybe a link down there you can click on, or a copy and paste or something like that. Or just search for us on Facebook if you want, and like our page or follow us or whatever. But, you know, until we do another video of how one of these things works, we try to put out a couple of videos a week at least. Sometimes I'll make 4, 5, 6 videos throughout the week, but I'll post those over the course of time. Sometimes I have like a dozen videos I do in 1 or 2 weeks, and it takes me like a month to get them all uploaded, because it just takes time to do that kind of stuff. I don't really edit anything. I just record it and make sure it's done pretty good, and then I put it on YouTube. So, but if you got one of these S17s, they make a newer version called S20 or S22. I'm sorry. Looks just like as if it's basically a glorified S17. Same battery, same solar panel, different board, a little stronger of a board, and we can kind of sort of convert power-wise an S17 board electronically to an S22 or a little stronger by changing out a couple parts and everything, and then it does just fine. I haven't had any trouble with people having any issues with that. But please subscribe to our channel. And again, if you've got an S17 Gallagher or any other brand or model, we'll give you a free quote on anything. We give 18-month warranties on everything that we work on. Lightning damage is part of our warranty. But until we do another video of how to fix something or how to repair something or how one works, we will see you later.